She sat at the kitchen table on a Friday, phone in hand, and felt this deep surprise. The week was gone, and she had nothing left. Where did it all go? Hi, I'm Pami Parker, and this is the Self-Care Cafe. Today, we're serving a tiny, steady practice called an energy map, a brief, compassionate way to notice what drains you and what quietly restores you. I love that image, the kitchen table surprise. That's always where patterns show up. The energy map is simple. 3 columns, 1 short weekly look, and then 1 small experiment to try. Quick question. When you say experiment, do you mean tiny, like 2 minutes? Or should people plan a big weekend reset? Tiny. Start tiny. The whole point is something you can actually do when life feels full. A 2-minute reset, a micro boundary, 1 single swap. Small moves change the feel of a week without needing heroic effort. Can you tell us how you started using this with people? A short story will help listeners picture it. Sure. I began in therapy and moved into coaching, and one pattern kept coming up. Clients felt guilty for being tired. I remember one woman, parenting, finishing a degree, starting freelance work, and she felt like she was failing at everything. Guilt. That lands. I think a lot of listeners hear that and feel it in their chest. Exactly. So we did a 1-page energy map. We listed roles and activities, noted how each felt, and then added 1 tiny replenishment on the right. For her, evening emailing was a big drain. The replenishment was just 10 minutes on the porch with tea 3 nights a week. That small shift steadied her energy enough that other choices became clearer. 10 minutes on the porch? It sounds almost too small to matter, and yet it does. That surprises people in a good way, right? It does. Tiny wins change the baseline. Let's make the map practical. Left column, roles and activities. Middle, the feeling or energy cost. Right, an achievable replenishment. Give me an example of a left column line that people might miss if they just thought big picture. Small specifics matter. Instead of work, write evening emails or weekly check-in meeting. Instead of family, try school drop-off or teen bedtime negotiation. Those specifics reveal where energy leaks actually happen. And the middle column, short words, draining, energizing, flat, right? That keeps it quick and compassionate. Yes, name the experience, not a moral label. Draining, wounds my confidence, gives meaning. Those are useful. They point to what needs attention without shaming. Okay, so someone writes caregiving, teen, middle, exhausted, resentful, right, blank. It feels risky to ask teens for help. How would you suggest starting that conversation without a fight? Great question. Make the ask specific, small, and framed as an experiment. Instead of, you never help, try, can you do dishes 1 night this week so I can have 20 minutes to read? We'll try it for a week and see how it feels. The specificity lowers defensiveness and makes it reversible. That wording feels doable, and reversible is key. If it doesn't land, tweak it. Don't make it a forever demand on day 1. Right. Think of the map as a weather report. We're noticing conditions and trying 1 small shelter, not rewriting the whole house. Think of 1 recent day. What was 1 moment you felt surprisingly lighter or alive? Picture it. What were you doing? Who were you with? Hold that for a breath. Finally, pick 1 tiny experiment that responds to that low point. Make it specific and reversible. A 2-minute ritual, a small boundary, a mini ask. Say it aloud or write it now. If you found one small move, celebrate it. Even naming it matters. And if it feels hard to act, shrink the experiment, 1 minute instead of 5, and notice that tiny permission you gave yourself.
Before we close, can you give listeners 2 quick reminders as they try this at home?
1. Notice with kindness. This is information, not a verdict. 2. Choose one tiny, reversible experiment and treat it like a test rather than a rule. Tweak as needed.
If you'd like a simple template, download the free energy map worksheet on our site. Try one tiny experiment this week and notice what shifts. That one small step often opens more space than we expect.
Thank you for having me, Pami. Remember, imperfect noticing beats perfect planning every time. Be gentle with yourself. Thank you for listening. Download the worksheet, try one tiny step, and come back next time for another gentle practice. Come as you are. Leave nourished. See you at the cafe.